black Peterbilt right there. You got that radio on?
Good.
Well, sir, how are we doing this afternoon?
Doing good, thank you.
Well, you know, I'm going to have to set this video up a little bit because, you know, I'm over in the Spring Hill area, and it was a Saturday. I walked into the local motorsports dealer, or the power sports dealer, and just needed to pick up a helmet and everything, and I walked toward the parts department and perusing the helmets and trying to figure out what I needed. I needed to get a helmet for one of my little guys, one of my boys. And somebody says, "Is that Chris Fifey over there?" And I says, "Yeah, it is." And so your son, you know, Jonathan there, he recognized me, and right away we started talking about trucks, and here we are. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you're running.
Yeah, my name is Arnold. I'm out of Spring Hill, Florida there, and I run conveyors for a company out of Lakeland. It's called MGL Engineer.
10-4. So where are you going to carry that conveyor to?
Up to one of our dealers up there in Louisville, Kentucky.
So tell us about the truck that you got there.
It's a 2009 389. Purchased about 4 years ago, and 2 years ago I had it painted, and it's an ISX 550 and 13 speed with a 336 rears. I've done some work with the motor. I got a ceramic manifold with a PDI turbo. That's basically what I've done.
10-4. How many miles do you have on it?
About 1,100,000.
That's not too bad. Tell me about the trailer you're running.
There's an RGM 2021 Fontaine 40 ton. Just purchased, I don't know, last September I think I bought it.
Why do you favor an RGN over your typical detached or your typical lowboy trailer?
The good thing about this trailer is you got 3 decks. You can load up on the wall, and you can sit partial right on the front deck or rear deck. And you know, the way the freight is, the more you put on there, the better money you make.
I hear you. That makes perfect sense. Now, going back to the truck itself, you got any cool custom parts you're running?
The only thing I've done is basically the turbo and the manifold, and you know, a little bit tuning. That's about it.
10-4. Now, what about your stacks?
The Lincoln 8 inches. I bought him up there, America Best Chrome up there in Georgia, exit 2, Lake Park.
So when it comes to trucking, how long have you been trucking for?
I started back in 2010 over the road. Before that, I used to run for a company there out of Tampa. My father and I would run like 6 trucks, PVC all over Florida. But over the road, 2010.
What brought you to running over the road?
Out of nursery there at Hudson. And my father, he's 70-some years old, closed down the doors for this. And then that's when I decided to jump on the truck. Decided to jump on this truck and go on the road again.
What are some of the areas that you cover, and what type of freight do you normally carry?
I got 3 trucks, and we run everywhere. I don't run pretty much far west, but I try to stay in the Texas area and back to Florida. But my drivers, today, matter of fact, one of my trucks left and went to California. So we cover pretty much 48 states.
10-4. And what type of freight do you normally carry?
Most of it is equipment, you know, like these conveyors, trucks, and, you know, equipment. Everything's equipment.
So toward the beginning of the year, it gets pretty busy in the Central Florida area with all of the auctions that go on.
Right, we pick up a lot out of Kissimmee there. We run it north, west. But these people that I work for, Chris, they're busy all year long. We only slow down around December. But around April, we back up 100%, you know, running this conveyors everywhere out of Florida.
10-4. So when it comes to some advice that you can share for a guy that wanted to, kind of work their way to the position that you're in, maybe buy a truck or haul equipment, what kind of advice can you give?
Make sure you learn the right way to work around these kind of trailers, Make sure you know how to tie down. Make sure you know how to secure your load. That's the biggest and most safe issue that I can tell them. Make sure that load is tight. With all the time it take you, no matter if it take you 1 or 2 or 3 hours, when you leave the customer, make sure that load is tight and you're not going to have no issues with it going down the road. Because once the load moves on you, there ain't nothing you can do to correct it, Too late.
Yes, sir, I agree with you there. When it comes to ownership, is there any other things that you can share if a guy wants to, get into a truck or maybe expand from one truck to the next and buy another? What can you share there?
Yeah, right. You got to take your time. And go a step by step. You can take your time, you can get to where I'm at or where anybody better than me is at, It takes time, but you can reach that goal you're looking for.
Taking your time, what does that mean? Waiting a year, saving money, working on credit, building up customers. What does that mean in your words?
When I started, my father used to tell me work for somebody else, learn the job, learn everything with somebody else's equipment. Once you know, you can purchase your own. And that's what I did, and that's what brought me where I'm at today,
So what you're saying is you learned on your dad's stuff and then you bought your own stuff? Is that what you're saying there?
Basically, well, it wasn't my dad, it was my uncle, but he's the one who helped me out and get me to where I'm at today, He was in the business and he helped me since the beginning, and this is how far I got, with his help.
That's great, and that's what family circumstances are all about. And even sometimes you find, friends, people that become family and they help out that way. So Arnold, it was great meeting you. And actually, we got to say, your son Jonathan there, he volunteered you to be on camera today. And you know me, I can never turn down any sort of cool freight that's coming out of my area. So it was a pleasure to run with you a little bit, and hope to see you another day here pretty soon.
Take care, Chris. It was nice meeting you, okay?
Yes, sir.